I definitely know. I mean, being with the Spurs organization, I definitely know what it takes to get there. So I know it's very hard. I know the obstacles you have to face. Being with that organization. So now I'm just trying to come here and I'm just trying to keep that same mentality.
I know that you're a proud Torontonian and you wear number 6 for a reason. These guys come out here in the last couple of years. You get a sense that the Raptors are Canada's team?
For sure. We're the only team in Canada, and I've heard that the atmosphere, I never experienced, but I heard the atmosphere over here is crazy. So the game's going to be wild, I heard, and this is my first time in Vancouver, so I'm enjoying it.
What about the addition of you and Anthony? Do you think that, not that that's why they brought you, but do you think that helps in terms of having that label, that brand?
Right, for sure. I think, two guys that are from Toronto, from Canada, that could represent the city. We don't only play for the Raptors and represent in the NBA, but, for the national team as well. So they see a familiar face, so it definitely helps.
Did you get the sense when you were playing at FIBA that there was a real buzz about the team back in Canada?
Most definitely. We had a great team, great talent. We didn't get the job done this summer, but we made great strides.
You watch the Blue Jays at all and kind of get the sense of the buzz they're generating.
That's what we're hoping to do. They're doing great. Obviously, the season hasn't started yet, so we're going to be focused on each and every game, trying to win like they're doing, and they're doing an amazing job.
Joked yesterday about looking Luis off a couple of times after what happened in Mexico, but what about his basketball intelligence and his sort of savvy and how that can help you out?
He's a veteran guy. He's played on a lot of different teams, played overseas for a while, so he brings a different style. Like you said, his IQ is very high. Very crafty guy. So he definitely, brings a different dynamic.
You've been in an organization that's had a lot of older, smarter, like heady kind of players, and know firsthand how much that helps young kids.
For sure, it helps a lot. In the locker room and on the floor.
What are your first impressions of Dwayne?
Pardon me?
What are your first impressions of Dwayne?
We could tell that he's a defensive coach. So he's very defensive-minded, just like Pop was. I have no complaints. I'm going to be working hard for him. I'm just going to try to, learn what he wants from me on the court, and I'm just going to try to do that.
Defense has always, been his number 1, 2, and 3 things, and the results have come some years and not other years. You've been a part of some pretty good teams there. What does it take to be a good defensive team?
Just getting everybody to buy in and believe in the system, and just go out there and try to execute and play every possession.
So the biggest difference between Pop and Dwayne is?
I don't know. I don't know. I've been here for a while. I'm not sure, but I don't know.
But Pop is one of those unique coaches who's sort of challenging.
Yeah, he's challenging, but I wouldn't say Dwayne isn't. So I'm not sure. I couldn't answer that one.
As a point guard, you have to be sort of an extension of the coach. It will take a long time to get the right mentality.
Not so much the mentality, just getting used to each other. Mentality is going to be the same. Play hard. That's where it starts. That's the base of it. And then in terms of getting all the systems down and all the players getting used to what they like to do as a point guard, and that's the most thing you got to get used to, but not the mentality.
So it's not so much the coach's philosophy as it is the skills of you guys around the floor.
A little bit of both, though, because the coach is putting together a system, so all the guys on the floor can be, successful. So it's both.